right, Lights Out Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. If you like MMA history, LYTES Podcast. We got over 250,000 views on 140 episodes. It's certainly something for you on there if you enjoy MMA.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is brought to you by NitroTickets.com, and at 125 pounds, introducing your first fighter out of the blue corner, an MMA practitioner, making his debut, weighing in at 124.5 pounds, representing Carlson Gracie MMA, fighting out of North Aurora, Illinois, Christian Herrera. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, an unorthodox fighter with 1 win to his record and 0 losses, weighing in at 125 pounds, representing Chaotic Fitness, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Jonathan, bringing chaos, Sanchez. And your referee for the action is Rob Madrigal.
We've got Christian Herrera in the blue corner, in the black Carlson Gracie adorned trunks, and on the other side, Jonathan Sanchez. He's wearing the Viper black Muay Thai with the neon green. Spinning back kick by Herrera. Ooh. Left right punch by Sanchez. Sanchez is coming in throwing heavy leather. Ooh, head kick by Sanchez. Spinning wheel kick by Herrera. Spinning wheel kick by Herrera. And this fight just started. Left right punch by Sanchez. Ooh, left right punch. These guys are staying in a phone booth. You know, Jeremy, when you got inside leg kick.
Did he check that, Mike? I kind of missed it.
He did check it, and you're going to see Christian Herrera limping a little bit. Switches front leg, kick to the solar plexus. Left right punch. See,
you're right, Mike, and he's struggling with that leg.
Yeah, he's struggling with the leg that got checked by Sanchez. That's a quick lesson. Almost takedown. Left right punch.
It's so hard to control a fight at 125 with wrestling because they spring up so fast, Mike.
Ooh, a kick to the body. Jonathan Sanchez. Another kick to the leg of Sanchez. You know, these like the fight. Oh, left right punch by Herrera. Herrera following it up with a right hand punch. Herrera is switching his lead foot, and it's kind of giving fits to Sanchez when he does that.
I thought maybe he was doing that because the leg kick meant a little bit too, Mike, no?
I think so. Yeah, you can see he's having some issues with his front leg from that checked kick. I agree. He might have a cracked tibula.
Yeah, it's not looking right, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
It's almost like he can't put his weight on it either,
no.
And it's probably going to get worse before it gets better.
You're talking Herrera cannot put his weight on his front leg. I agree. But Herrera is he's coming in headstrong. Look at deep breath by Herrera, body kick with the leg that he's having issues with. And
he's got a nice, I don't think he's going to try to get a sub here or nothing, but.
Jonathan Sanchez.
They've decided someone's going to sleep tonight, Mike.
Absolutely. You know, if you look at like you said, the posture of Herrera, he continues to switch his lead leg, and it's because right now his back right leg was hurt in the kick. Left right punch by Herrera again. Connects with Sanchez. Sanchez jumps right back into the mix, throwing a knee to the body of his own. The output of this fight is nuts. Left right punch by Herrera. Sanchez catches the foot, going for a takedown. You've got a striker going for a takedown right now, which is exactly the opposite of his plan, what he said in the pre-fight interview. Getting the takedown is Sanchez.
Now, Mike, do you think Sanchez knows that he hurt the leg of, I don't know that he's aware of it.
I guarantee his corner's going to tell him in the middle, because you can see he's a little bit tender. A little bit tender. Coming on that leg. You got Jonathan Sanchez on the right, implying some ground and pound. I think it was Jeremy. I think it was a pretty good even round up until about the last 45 seconds when Sanchez got the takedown. I think maybe pulled ahead right there. So right now we got a tale of two corners. We got Jeff Neal. We got Jeff Neal in one corner. He's obviously going to kind of reel Christian Herrera in. And we got Alfredo Sanchez, who is the brother of Jonathan in his corner. Jonathan kind of giving a little huff and puff in his corner, but man, that was a very high-paced fight. These lighter weight guys tend to do that. Joining us in the broadcast booth, we've got Emmanuel Sanchez, former Bellator title contender. Somebody who's been around to fight it too. I think you got about 35 total fights between your amateur career and professional career, Manny? You got 38. So we're getting close to a 50 Fight Club member, which is incredibly impressive. Manny, thank you for joining us. Appreciate that.
Manny, did that remind you of one of your fights early on this one? This has been pretty wild. That's how you like to prefer to fight, right?
Team Sanchez over here for this young.
That's right, Manny. No bias over here with the same last name.
Not at all, but Herrera is also putting on an amazing performance. What a great fight with these two young gentlemen right now.
Manny, I think one of the biggest compliments you can ever give a fighter is you're a typical Mexican fighter, which means you stay in the pocket, take one and give one, and not afraid, you know, to get knocked out or knock somebody out. We're actually witnessing that right now, something you might know about.
Oh, that's beautiful. Leaving it all on the line.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao as well, too. Didn't care. Executioner.
Yeah.
Just come forward and do whatever it takes to go out and get the finish.
Yeah, it's a country of just brilliant fighters.
You bring up Manny Pacquiao, and it's interesting. We talked all weekend about Sawdahl reminds us of Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, that's my little Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
He's a little beast.
Later on in the fight, we got starting round 2. Both fighters to the center cage. Touch of gloves.
Oh!
My goodness.
I guess round 2 is going to be the same as round 1, Mike.
Herrera started with a wheel kick that was kind of bogus, but, you know, it's neither here nor there. They touch gloves. Knee to the face is Herrera, and Sanchez pushes Herrera against the fence. Ooh. Wild scramble. Herrera looks like he's trying to go for the final. Look at
Sanchez Herrera's grabbing the cage there.
No.
Breaking the action.
Herrera grabbing the cage.
I saw it too, Rev.
Good stand-up by referee Rob Madrigal. Did not take a point. Hard warning. Touch the gloves again. I don't know why Sanchez.
I was just going to say that,
I
too.
would stop touching gloves.
Yeah.
You know what that could be? He's a little bit tired. See his mouth open right there? You see he's also switching his lead foot constantly. Both fighters are.
But what's it like, Manny, when you throw 100 punches in a round in one of your first fights? I mean, you got to be, at that point, sucking it up. Oh, nice body shot by Herrera.
Herrera coming with the takedown again, and Sanchez. Herrera getting the takedown, but you can see he's a little labored coming out of with the wind coming out of his mouth. He may have had an adrenaline dump.
Oh, there he goes with the submission. Wow.
Sanchez on top. Going for an armbar is Herrera. The wrong way on that one. Going for an armbar once again.
Very slick guard by this young.
It's Jonathan Sanchez. I think he might be close to getting that armbar on a submission. Oh, no. I think Herrera kind of eked his elbow out, but Sanchez buying himself a little time. Hopefully he's breathing right now.
Got to look to transition here now. Otherwise, we need some more ground and pound.
Sanchez.
Still in the fight. Wow, he picked him up instead of going for the choke.
Herrera once again going for a takedown, and Jonathan Sanchez winds up in the mount.
Sanchez is teeing off.
Actually, Herrera's in the mount.
Oh, Herrera is in the mount. I apologize. Herrera raining down punches on top of Sanchez. Referee Rob Madrigal ready to step in, giving instructions, but Sanchez is showing enough to stave off the referee. Man, the output of this fight is insane, Jeremy. That's it. You know what? Good stoppage.
Good stoppage.
Christian Herrera, victorious.
Yeah, that eye is a mess, too.
You know, Jonathan Sanchez, I believe he may have had an adrenaline dump there, but an excellent showing of that of himself. Won the first round. He just couldn't catch his win going into that second round. Neither of those guys have anything to be ashamed of. Fantastic outing by both fighters.
Not at all. That was an amazing fight.
I agree. I agree. Jeff Neal, victorious. Yeah, Sanchez looked good, but, I should say Herrera looked good, but Jonathan Sanchez, I think he needs to go back to the drawing board, you know, get the math a little bit, get his cardio going. He's got some issues right now happening in his corner.
We'll hope he's okay.
I I think he had a massive adrenaline dump. I think that's what that is.
Have you ever had one of those, Manny?
Never, thankfully. I always wanted to make sure I was in very great shape to avoid any kind of adrenaline dump or feeling my lungs give out. And I just feel like
yeah, excellent fight. We're going to send this way to Tres Malo to make this one official while they're, I think the doctor is attending to one of the fighters. It's just an adrenaline dump. That's an adrenaline dump.
and taking some punishment as well too.
Yeah.
That added to it.
High-paced fight, you know, lots of cardio, just got expended.
Now, you had a prospect on already, first fight of the night tonight, Manny. Moy Medina, boy, he looked special too.
Yeah, he's actually the cousin of Christian Rodriguez, UFC bantamweight right now. So he's one of these young guys that they come in the game and they're learning everything right away. And
Jonathan Sanchez back on his feet. That's good to see.
that is good to see.
Why don't we get this one going?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Rob Madrigal, has called a stop to the action by TKO from strikes. Your winner, out of the blue corner, Christian Herrera!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the shin bone of Christian Herrera, that he's...
Guys, round of applause for both of these warriors, blood and guts warriors over here.
He's not going to be walking right.
Give a round of applause for Jonathan, guys.